Hello everyone, welcome to the 8-week fitness and nutrition upgrade challenge. I am Coach Kevin. I'm going to take you through what to expect over the next 8 weeks. If you have any questions, we will answer them at the end, or you can contact me anytime. All right, first, the challenge goal is to help improve your life in 4 areas. That's physical activity, mindfulness, recovery, and nutrition. And hopefully at the end of the 8 weeks, you feel just like the guy in this slide. So how are we going to do that? Here's how. This challenge is going to focus on mainly nutrition. We're going to work on eating real foods during daylight hours. I'll explain to you why that's important to eat during the daylight hours. The goal is going to be to move 10,000 steps a day, strength train at least 3 times a week, sleep at least 7 hours a night, one day, recover away from electronics. Basically, we're going to work on giving our brain a break, introduce ourselves to meditation, and then fill in the blanks with supplements and biohacks. Quote I love on here is: a person who has their health has 1,000 dreams. A person without their health has but one. And I know there's a lot of healthy people who are taking this challenge, but our goal is just to maybe provide you with one new habit or one new thing you can do to upgrade your life. All right, so how did we get where we are now? Again, many people are in great shape and you have 90% of the tools you need, but a lot has changed over the last 5 years. That's the stuff we're going to focus on a little bit. Why, the nutrition part is a PhD level course and also a kindergarten level course, which we'll get into a little bit more. But it basically touches on what we're built to do, and that is to eat natural whole foods. Our body is made to eat those. We're not made to eat chemicals and pesticides and things like that. We're made to eat natural foods, lift heavy things, take breaks from our eating, get long walks, again, all the stuff we talked about in the last slide, and give our brains some rest, some natural light. The nutritional framework for the challenge is simple. Again, it's to eat real food, whole, natural foods, organic as possible. Minimize the processed foods. Eat 3 to 5 times a day, balanced meals. So you're not going to eat one huge meal, one little snack. We're going to try to get our calories broken up equally over the meals. Eat protein, carbs, fats with every meal. I'm going to explain the carbs. Probably not what you think, but they are carbohydrates. Eat enough calories, again, to fuel our exercise and recovery. That's the goal, not to overeat. And we're going to work on integrating fasting. Some of you do it, some may not, but there's so many health benefits to it, whether you're looking to gain weight, lose weight, improve your memory, and we'll touch on all those. And what I believe is probably the most important part of nutrition and eating and staying healthy is meal planning and prep. All right, this is just a look at 2 of the tools we're going to use. The shopping list, if it's on that list, you can eat it. If it's not on the list, you got to let me know what you're eating and we'll either add it or we'll talk to you about it. On the side is this 3 per shopping list. And this is actually a planning tool, which the first time I saw it, I was like, I don't really understand it. But when I started using it, it really made my life simple. It's to make sure that when you plan your meals, you have 3 proteins. You have the carbohydrates for the week. You have your vegetables for the week. And when you have those simple things, there's actually enough, just those 3 of each. It's enough to plan your meals for the next couple of days, half a week, maybe even a week. And we're going to go much more in depth on all of this. Okay, this went too far. Bum, bum, bum. All right, we'll stay here. The portion control, made easy. Again, you can eat any foods you want on that shopping list. The goal is to know how much to eat. Portion control made easy. There's this hand thing a lot of dietitians use, and it's basically, you palms protein, this much vegetables, this much carbs, that much fat a day. That's one way to kind of keep track of what you're eating. The other one is the plate method. And on this, it shows proteins, fats, and vegetables. There's no carbohydrates. I understand that. But the vegetables, again, squash, zucchini, things like that, they are carbohydrates. So a lot of fruits have sugar. They're carbohydrates. So we're going to talk much more about the diet. So just kind of understand portion control is the main thing, not to overeat. And we'll get much more into the nutrition over the next 8 weeks. Okay, this program, as you might or might not have heard, we focus on building lean muscle instead, which is spelled wrong. I see that there, of fat burning. The reason we focus on lean muscle instead of fat burning really comes down to adaptability of the body. When you focus so much on burning and cardio, trying to lose weight, what you do is your body basically gets so used to it that you have to keep up leveling the amount of cardio you do to burn weight, and your body fights it. By building lean muscle, not only improves your cellular health, but your metabolism greatly improves. It's much easier with lean muscle, working lean muscle on that body to diet, to lose weight, to maintain your weight, to work on a metabolic flexibility. You can basically consume more calories without gaining weight. Plus, it looks better, you feel healthy, you feel strong, and strength training is the #1 way to improve your lifespan and your quality of life as you grow older. And it's just another slide on cardio versus weights, because we're going to focus a lot more on weights. We're going to focus on the maximizing our heart muscle, VO2 max. But again, what you're going to learn, which many of you probably don't know, is that only takes about 5 minutes twice a week to get maximum. I'm talking maximum benefits. You could do it every day, and you're not going to get a higher level of benefits than 100% intensity on your heart rate, like 2 5-minute workouts a week. That's all it takes. Again, cardio, your body adapts easily. Weights, it does not. Metabolism decreases with cardio, and it increases with weight training. And again, that's the main thing we need to work on. Metabolic health equals total health. So we always want to work on improving our metabolism and our cellular health. All right, again, this is just one of the things I mentioned earlier, like in this slide. It talks about, I have a little arrow pointing to it. To maintain your weight at 140 pounds, if you have 32% body fat, you get to eat a lot less. If you have that extra, same weight, but a lot more lean muscle, you get to eat a lot more calories. Not saying you need to eat more calories, but when you have those big lunches, big things, you're not going to be so afraid to step on a scale the next day, because it's going to be much more level. All right, so this is the program that I've developed, and there's a reason for it. Again, we'll go over everything a lot more, but I want you to take a look at it. It's basically what you need to do. The best way you can train is to work on the body twice a week. So you want to strength train each body part twice a week. Upper body twice a week, lower body twice a week. In the middle there is a metabolic conditioning. That's full body functional. That we're going to use as benchmarks workouts to make sure your level of fitness is increasing over the next 8 weeks. I'm telling you, it's going to increase. You're going to be so psyched when you're done with this. Again, we're going to have optional finishers. Those are really for the more advanced people. I have people register for this challenge that are in their 80s. They don't need to do those optional finishers, but if you're exercising already 4 or 5 times a week, you can add these. They'll make that workout much more intense. The VO2, we're going to work on the cardio twice a week and the core twice a week. Again, there will be additional workouts you can do. You could always do things on the weekend, but for this program, these 5 days a week are going to get you awesome, incredible results. All right. One thing I want to stress is we can give you the workouts. The intensity is really up to you. And the main way you get that intensity is pushing yourself through reps. One of the biggest questions I have is how many? That's great. We're going to do 10 reps. But what does 10 reps mean? 10 reps means that that 10th rep should be extremely challenging. You cannot make it to 12 reps. So if your goal is a workout based on 10 reps, that means we want you to fail around that 10 rep range. So if you're going way over that 10 reps and you can continue, you need to increase the weight. So a lot of these will be, based on time. So again, if your goal is to build muscle mass during this challenge, you have to lift a heavy enough weight that, that 6, 7, 8 reps is all you could do. Even if it's a 45-second time limit, you're going to max out at that. The heavier weight you go, the more intense the workouts generally are. If you're going for endurance, it'll be a lot less intense, a lot less weight. All right, what else matters? We got nutrition, we got the workouts, we talked a little bit about the brain. I mentioned that here again, the state of mind. Your body can't adapt to anything while you're stressed. Your body cannot adapt to anything while it's tired. So and the body can't adapt to anything, which I mentioned biomarkers, if you're insufficient on supplements. If you're low on magnesium, your body shuts down. If you're low on testosterone, your body shuts down. So we need to take a look at the blood markers. We need to figure out where your overall health is now. And from there, I'm able to give you recommendations. We're going to provide them weekly, supplements you can take so you can, again, upgrade. The whole goal is to upgrade your level of health and fitness. All right. These are just two of the tracking sheets I want you to print out and use. Again, where attention goes, the results will flow. That's not just in fitness, that's with everything. So if you pay attention and track your results, the outcome will be much greater. We're going to help you track them at the gym. But if you're doing this from home, print out these two sheets. Again, if you have any questions on the first one, has measurements. You can measure what's important to you. Belly button, thigh, right across the widest part of your butt. Those are places I like to measure. I also like to measure the arms, mostly because on a lot of women, once you start to get defined, you think, oh, my arms are getting too big. I don't like this. And then when you measure them, you realize they're much smaller. You just lost that layer of fat on top of them, so the muscle makes them look larger. I think it looks wonderful. You may not, but that's why measurements are important. These benchmark workouts also you can do at home. You might have to modify them, but we can help you work on that. All right. And where to begin with all this information? If day one hasn't started yet and you're looking at this, I want you to pick a habit. There's a bunch on the side in that colored row right there, colored column. Basically, what we need to do is get your blood work done. If you don't know where you are now, we don't know, what's causing, maybe if you're having, hitting a plateau, or you're not getting to a level you want. We need to know why, and why might have to do with something you're just not getting enough of, from sunlight to water to something. And when I mention water, that's the place I want you to start. The easiest thing you can add to make a change in your life right now is most likely to drink water. It makes everything run better. 70% of Americans are always dehydrated. 50% are severely dehydrated. When your body's dehydrated, it will not burn fat efficiently. You need to start drinking water. We need to get quality supplements in our life. We need to start walking 10,000 steps a day. And these are the things you just can do every day. And they're habits. They're part of your lifestyle. And that this is all about upgrading your lifestyle. There's no quick pill. There's no one step fits all. There's no best meal plan. Again, the best meal plan is eating healthy. The best workout is one that you can do consistently. So if it's an hour a day is not working for you, it doesn't work for me. To be honest, I don't want to work out an hour a day. I haven't worked out that much a day in 20 years. And it's not necessary. We're going to teach you why that's not necessary and give you great workouts to maximize your results in under 30 minutes. All right, so take a look at this slide. We're going to go over all these much more depth over the next 4 weeks, especially the next 8 weeks. And again, before you start, focus on this. I'm here to help you. So you get all this with coaches. I'm here, other coaches I have to help out over the next 8 weeks. And it's not easy, but it's so simple. So we'll give you all the tools you need, and all you need to do is commit. All right. I'm here for you. Good luck. And I look forward to working with you over the next 8 weeks. Again, my number is 908-803-8019. Put that in your phone, because I'm going to be around 24 hours a day. Not really, but close to it, to answer questions, help you out. All right. Good luck, and I look forward to the next 8 weeks.